All right, so me and my little helper here, we've been working on this chain guard. We did a few passes with the Ultimate Compound, Meguiar's. We're gonna get some of these fine, scratches out. We're gonna give it a shot with the Meguiar's Ultimate Polish. So this is like Meguiar's 3-step. I'm not endorsed or, trying to push this at all. It's just this is what I got. And I like it. It's easy to use, cheap enough. You can get it anywhere. So I'm gonna just put it on one of these microfiber applicators. I'm just gonna work this in a little bit. All right, well, we've been working it with the polish, a few passes. So once again, did about 3 or 4 passes. I think it was about 4 passes with the compound. Then we did another 3 passes with the polish. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Once again, like I said, there's some imperfections here, So we're working on our chain guard here, doing the pinstripe. I know factory it would have been paint, but on this bike I'm not really repainting anything. Hi, baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So what I ended up getting was some of this pinstripe tape off Amazon. It was okay, Caleb, hold on. It was fairly cheap. I had ordered 2 sizes because I wasn't really quite sure what size would be good. So this is 1/4 inch. This is a little thick. What I'm using right now is the 1/8 inch thick stuff. So I already laid down this first stripe. And I know the factory, it ends right here. They just cut it off. But I was going to try to make this turn right here and come back around, and if all else fails, if I don't like it, I could just cut it off. So what I found, what is good is you kind of just with your finger here, you guide it, and then you just hold tension on the tape. You don't want to pull too hard, and if it doesn't lay down exactly the way you want it, you can like replace it or just pull it out. So what I'm going to do is just kind of guide this tape. Try to bring it around. I don't know if it'll actually make this turn without binding up. You might be able to like heat it up. I know some vinyl stuff like automotive wrap. Let me just try to take it a little farther out here. Some automotive wrap you could heat it up. You gonna go night-night, babies? Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna make that sharp turn right there. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just end it right there. Right kind of where that lip is. So I just got my hobby knife. I'm gonna just set that right there. Just like that. All right, so let's go ahead and do this other side. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of setting it on there a little farther back. You don't want to really put too much tension on it because this is really thin stuff and it will kind of stretch out. So on this long straightaway here, I'm kind of just getting it in the center and dropping it down, and then lightly run my finger over it like that. Okay. And then for this turn, just kind of slowly guide it, kind of little by little. You could always pick it back up and kind of reset it. This is a tighter turn here. It might just kind of work it a little bit at a time. Just keep, even just the friction from your finger here heats it up just enough where it kind of helps it lay down. I'm even kind of twisting the tape just a little bit to help that make that turn. You don't want to take too big of bites because then that's where it gets like a kink in it. Just trying to stay in the middle of that lip on the chain guard. There we go. Once again with my hobby knife, just going to go ahead and, I guess I could have made this come all the way around, but it's alright. Just like right about there, just kind of press down in it a little bit. Just kind of wet my finger a little bit so it slides a little easier. Just to kind of help get all the little air bubbles out. Go ahead and get this, maybe double it up like that so we could start again. So that's pretty good. It is a little transparent. I mean, if you work it with your, especially here, it's got a little bit of kinks in it. Just trying to get those little air bubbles out. You know, for the few dollars that it cost, I figured it was worth a try. It actually looks pretty good. Okay, I need to cut these ends off here. I think these, I'm going to let these kind of come all the way. She might pick this up just a little bit. I might do this one at an angle right here. That. And this one, kind of the same deal. It's worth a try. Worst case scenario, I could always use this as like a template and put my masking tape right up on here and then peel this pinstripe, and that'll leave me the perfect size void to spray it with some white spray paint. But that looks pretty darn good to me. Again, it would have been nice to have it make this turn here, but it was starting to bunch up right here. But factory, it was just straight, so it looks just like it would pretty much original. All right, now the next thing is we got to put our decal on here. Okay, now that we got our pinstripe on, now we're going to go ahead and get ready to put our decal, Schwinn American. This is going to go here. We got to let this sit in warm water for about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, we got our decal sitting in the warm water. Just got it submerged. It's just warm tap water. I didn't let the tap get as hot as it could get. I just let it get, where it's warm to the touch. Just gonna let that sit for a few minutes. Okay, so our decal's about ready. It's only been maybe about 1.5 minutes, but it's already starting to loosen up and float. I do got a few paintbrushes here. This is going to help kind of smooth it out. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get this on here. So they're called, see that? It like water slide decals, because they're going to, what you do is you put your paper here, hold the decal while you slide the paper out. So if it doesn't slide easy, you want to let it soak in the water a little more. Like that. And then just want to make sure it's positioned, straight and even in the chain guard, which looks like it is. I'm going to take this sponge and just kind of wet it. I'm going to hold one end and then just lightly brush it. Just want to make sure that it's, and then kind of go the opposite side. Like that. What I'm going to do is grab some paper towels. And just kind of lightly blot some of this water up. Just got the paper towel damp. You don't want it dry, because then it could rip the decal. And just working from the center, just gonna work it out just to get the air out. I don't know if the layers, it almost seems like, I don't remember if that was kind of not lined up to begin with. I don't know how they make these actually, if they're made from underneath or on top, but I don't want to work it too much because in case that's actually causing a problem. Just want to make sure the edges are nice and adhered and get all the extra water off. Here we go. Schwinn American decals and pinstriping.